Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper. It's time to take a look at what's trending this week right here on Takedown. Well, 19 years ago, this company was created with just one goal, and that was to promote the sport of wrestling. It all started with a 2-hour weekly radio program, which ultimately became what you see here every single week. Now, over the next 30 minutes, we're going to hear from some of the top athletes, coaches, and personalities of the sport as we celebrate 2 decades and 1,000 episodes of Takedown Radio. Mark Manningham, head coach of the Cornhuskers of Nebraska. Mark, welcome to the 1000 show.
Hey, thanks, Scott. Thanks for having us on. That's pretty elite company.
Let's go to Tony Hager. Tony?
Coach, Nebraska was one of very few schools to send all 10 wrestlers in NCAAs, but you only graduated 3 of them. Has anyone been standing out in the room to kind of step up and fill those spots in the lineup?
Yeah, we have a couple of young men that at 141, Anthony Aberdeen graduated, and 141 we have a few different options. One, Colton McChrystal, from Sergeant Bluff, and also Colin Purington. He was a redshirt freshman last year. Both those guys, have showed a lot of promise. We also recruited a young man, C.J. Red, who was in for a 5-week summer bridge program, and, I think he got a lot out of that 5 weeks.
How about Chris Williams? Montoya's another name that comes to mind. Is Montoya looking to move up, and could we see Chris Williams in the lineup?
Yeah, no, Eric's planning on going 133, and I'll tell you, he's had a tremendous summer and spring. He's very driven, and just can't say enough about him. We'll see going forward.
Shane Sparks joins us now, voice of the Big Ten. Shane, how are you?
Doing fantastic, gentlemen. Congratulations on the 1000th show, and always a pleasure to be on.
Shane, you've had the opportunity to interview guys after, Olympic trials, NCAA finals, Big Ten championships. You've done it really all. Is there a interview or something that's more, I guess, that you're going to be remembered for than the mullet question, the mullet answer that Sammy Brooks had at the Big Tens? I mean, is there one out there that just comes to mind, I guess, that you can remember?
I would say this: as far as the popularity of an interview, that one will never. That's the great part about life. I woke up that morning in Iowa City. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be great wrestling. Little did I know that by the end of the day, that Sammy Brooks interview was. That was crazy. Never saw that coming in a million years.
Ivan Gatson, national champ, going to be wrestling he's on the senior level. We're kind of wondering, what's going to be happening for the future tournaments that are going on. What are your thoughts on overseas?
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Even with Rio, there's a lot of stuff going on. We just want to be safe. That's the biggest thing. We want to be safe and compete at a high level. The team, actually, I'm really excited about the team. There's Nico's at 57 kilograms. Zane Richards is 61 kilograms. Matthew Kolodzik is 65 kilograms. 70 kilograms is Adam Hall from North Carolina State. 74 is Isaiah Martinez. 86 is Morgan McIntosh. I myself am at 97 kilograms, and then Nick Gwizdowski is going to be at 125. So we're excited about that team, and I think we can go over there and win the University World Team title and have a lot of guys come home with the University World gold medals.
Kyvan, what's your opinion? We were talking earlier about the theatrics of wrestling and the trash talking. How do you feel about all that?
I would do a little bit of trash talking, but it'd have to be, honest, if I don't like someone, I don't like someone, but I'm not gonna, do a false trash talk, One of the most unique things that I think I noticed is, when I went to Belarus this, February to compete, and, I lost, in the first match to Odi Kadzi, and, I went to the back to kind of just vent a little bit, just kind of cool myself down. And Kyle Snyder, walked past me, and we don't talk much. And he was just like, "You all right, man?" And I was just like, it caught me off guard because we don't talk like that much. And it was just it was such an honest and genuine reaction. You could just feel it. And so if there's something if I really don't like someone, I'll let them know, But if there's someone that you're cool with, you're gonna go out there and compete as hard as you can, regardless. So.
Well, there's a segue here because trash talking is part of marketing.
Yeah.
And the lead marketing guy in the sport of wrestling is Coy Cooper.
Coy, welcome to the show. Coy Cooper.
Thanks, man. How you doing?
Is trash talking part of our sport? Should it be there? What are your thoughts, Dr. Cooper?
Man, I think I'm kind of at a different point in my career right now because my job is to help people. I don't know. I came from a background where, I had a coach in high school who I think was the best leader I ever had, and his between his message and my dad's message, it was, let your wrestling do your talking for you. So I think it depends on the person. Like, I'm not the guy who's ever going to go out and probably run my mouth. And if I did, kind of like Kyvan's saying, if I run my mouth, then I'm out of my game. So that's not my thing. But I'm also a motivational speaker now, so trash talking probably isn't my thing.
All right, stay tuned. You're watching Takedown, powered by Yellow Blue Ecotech.
It's a Slice of Summer giveaway at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for Slice of Summer savings like Pepsi and Mountain Dew 20-ounce bottles. Buy one and get one for only $1. And large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, pick up a Slice of Summer code on your receipt and enter online to win hundreds of prizes and thousands of pizza slices all summer long. It's all happening now at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
At Cookies, sauces and seasonings are business, but food is our passion. Our secret ingredient is Cookies Flavor Enhancer and All-Purpose Seasoning. It makes pretty much everything taste better. You can use it on meats and in marinades, veggies and seafood. Try it on pasta and even popcorn. Pick up a bottle at your local grocer and enhance the flavor of your favorite foods. For more ideas and recipes, visit cookiesbbq.com.
Cookies is the one.
The war raged for generations. No amount of bravery and conviction could end the infected, unyielding rage. And with every battle, the evil grew, changed, evolved. The warriors needed nothing short of a miracle to stop the infection, and a miracle they received. Your body is at war against skin infections and diseases each time you step onto the mat. Protect yourself against the invasion. Defense Soap. Defend what you have built.
Our guest, Elias Theodoro.
Can you teach me the Showtime kick?
Yeah, definitely.
It is a part of the grappling culture. I mean,
it's a part of the grappling culture.
It is.
To be successful in something, you need to be insane.
I just want to shock the world.
I'm on the verge of dying because I'm a vicious alcoholic.
Shibata Ippon! What a shot! And that
El Guapo will likes it. Rock the Casper. Rock the Casper. There you go. Listen, Takedown Radio is on air. Boss was in here, by the way, for another 100 shows or 200, 300, 400. Boom! 1,000 shows. Congratulations, Scott. This is awesome news. Keep going. Keep taking names down. Godspeed and party on.
I've been privileged to know Scott for a long time now, and I remember when we first talked, and he wanted to come down and announce some duels at Missouri, and he did, and helped promote our program. And then he did his radio shows and asked me to be on, and I said, where are you going to go with this? And he had this vision, he had purpose, and it's amazing to see today that he's on his 1,000th show, and really proud to say that I was a tiny part of that, and that he let us be a part of, Takedown Radio. Scott's a great person and a great person for the sport.
Hey, this is three-time NCAA champ Ed Roof. I want to wish Takedown Radio happy 1,000th show. You guys keep going strong.
We continue our 1,000th edition of the show. It is Takedown. Here's Tom Brands and Tony Haggart.
Tom Brands to Takedown Radio, show 1,000. Coach, I know you got had a busy week this week. How's it feel for a Saturday morning?
Feels good. We're in dentist mode, we're in camp mode, and we're in develop for the future mode. So, recruiting and all that. So we're doing the same thing everybody else is doing.
Well, speaking of Dan Dennis, he had a good performance at the German Grand Prix. What sort of takeaways did you see from him in his final competition before the Olympic Games?
I mean, anytime you can win a tournament, that's what we want to do, and that's going to help him along the way. I think the biggest thing with him is finishing, and he knows that, and he finished the tournament. That's where we got to be. I think we can wrestle a little bit stronger at the end there. Got in a couple positions that I know we can score in. His best is yet to come, and that's how you got to think.
Lots get made of this. You've never started a true freshman. A lot of new kids in the room here that have got lots of potential. And are we getting closer to seeing all that talk end of you starting a true freshman with Alex Marinelli?
We'll see. I mean, we're not rushing to decisions. I know that. And, even if we would go that route, you wouldn't see it till later on in the year. And, Midlands and, early season open tournaments would be good indicators of that, and then make decisions as we go forward. The thing about Alex Marinelli is his lifestyle is where it needs to be. He's not one of these guys where, you have to worry about what he's doing late at night, or you're worried about when there's free time. You don't have to worry about him then. And, that's, to me, that's what we need. And so it's kind of, what it's like? It's like having leadership automatically built in as he gets on campus here. Fired up about him.
Michael Kemmer is another guy that a lot of people are fired up about. Had a great redshirt freshman season, and a lot of people are wondering, Brandon Sorensen, Michael Kemmer, where these guys will land. Kind of situation we saw with Sorensen and Brody Grothus. At 49, both guys think it's their spot. This coming season, have these guys separated each other yet to where one's going a certain weight class, or is that something that they're going to be battling for, up through Midlands?
I think we're getting closer to figuring all that out. One step of that, or one part of that, was the University Nationals, and we'll see where that goes. Both guys are after the same thing, and, there's 10 weight classes in college wrestling, so you can get the same thing at two different weights, and that's what we're looking for. Neither one of those guys is selfish. They're certainly competitive and they want the best for themselves, but the best guys will find their way into the lineup, and the best guys will find their way on the top of the stand. And, we need to have that. We need to, I guess I'll say, we'll cultivate that. And Kemmer is definitely in the same, I guess, how I described Marinelli, that's Kemmer as well. And we love what he's about. We love his discipline and those types of things. He represents our program very well. And we'll see what weight class he ends up with. It's not a sure thing yet, but I think we're getting closer.
Tom, I appreciate the time on Show 1000, and we wish you and Dan Dennis and the rest of the staff best of luck in bringing home a gold medal in Rio here in just a month from now.
Yeah, and congratulations on that 1,000, or show number 1,000. Until the next 1,000, we'll see you again, but we'll see you before that, right?
Yes, we will see you soon, my friend.
Okay, hey, take care. Rock and roll.
Our coverage of Takedown 1000 continues after the break. This one brought to you in part by our friends at Defense Soap. Stay tuned.
Yellow Blue wants to show you global energy demands are expanding at an alarming rate. Power grids in the U.S. are aging while coal plants continue to close at record rates. Utility rates are at an all-time high and there's no end in sight. If this concerns you, call Yellow Blue, delivering products and services that are not only green but cost-effective. You can be independent, safe, and secure. We'll show you how at yellowbluetech.com.
It's a Slice of Summer giveaway at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for Slice of Summer savings like Pepsi and Mountain Dew 20-ounce bottles. Buy one and get one for only $1. And large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, pick up a Slice of Summer code on your receipt and enter online to win hundreds of prizes and thousands of pizza slices all summer long. It's all happening now at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Dan Gable here, and I am congratulating Takedown Radio for their 1000th show. Unbelievable. You might remember me because I used to be a pretty good wrestler, but I think they know me now as more of a book writer. But this Takedown Radio, I don't know if I can keep up with them guys. They just keep going. They motivate me, and I'll tell you what, I hope I'm here to say 2000.
Hi, this is Steve Mocco, two-time NCAA champ, coach of the American Top Team. Just wanted to congratulate you guys for your 1000th episode, and love what you do. Huge fans of you guys, and thanks for doing what you do. Takedown Radio.
We go to our next guest in the lineup, the baddest man on the planet, my little buddy Joe Warren. He joins us. How are you, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Congratulations. I knew you guys would probably get to this point before now, so good job.
Joining Joe on the show is funky Ben Askren. Ben, how are you?
I'm doing great. I echo that sentiment. Congratulations on 1,000 shows. It's pretty freaking amazing. You know, Joe and I are on run number 6 with each other, so we only have 994 more to go.
So soon we're catching up.
We're catching up.
Is there a chance, and I don't, listen, everybody's going to move around business to business or whatnot, but with the sale of the UFC, Ben, will we finally get the opportunity for Ben Askren to challenge for a UFC title?
Well, you know, I never say never. But, man, I'm getting old. I turn 32 next week, and Joe is like this marathon man that won't give it up, and he's like 37 and still kicking. But I don't know how many good years I got left. I love coaching. So I guess I'll leave it as a never say never, but we'll see soon.
A question for you guys in regards to doping allegations over in Russia, and then obviously Brock Lesnar getting flagged here in MMA. What are your guys' take on somebody being juiced?
Well, you tell me Brock wasn't just drinking whole milk?
I thought it was just whole milk.
Yeah. No, we knew this was going to happen on our show. We talk about this a lot. You know, I mean, that's what's going to happen. I mean, they have USADA. They have the best in the business. They're going to catch everybody. And you know, we compete against juiced-up athletes our whole life, okay? And you figure it out more when you start competing in the international scene, wherever people lift you up with one hand and you're not sure how that happens, you know, things like that. And you know, but it happens. So we've been used to it for a long time. It's nothing new for us. The new thing is going to be competing against clean athletes.
Yeah, I mean, I echo what Joe said. It's obvious that these guys are cheating. It's so obvious. Obviously, the track and field program in Russia has now been banned for Rio, and I really think they're looking at banning more of the Russian sports because these dudes are just cheating so bad. It's so blatant. It's so obvious.
Ben Askren and Joe Warren joining us on the program in our 1000th edition. In studio today is Kyvan Gadsden. We call him Showtime. We actually share that nickname. And Showtime, I'll give you an opportunity to go. Why are you laughing at that, Joe?
Just because I know you. Okay.
I call him the ice cream man. Give me that quarter, I'll give you a ride, baby.
No, I want to be clear. They call Kyvan the ice cream man. His nickname is Showtime. And we do share the nickname, not ice cream. Okay, let's go to Kyvan.
I have a question for you guys. We were talking about personalities earlier in the show, and Ben, you've always had a personality. You've always had the hair, and I was wondering, what do you think about personalities in wrestling as you've been on both sides of the spectrum?
Yeah, you know, we need more of them. And we can't have guys that are quiet and that don't talk like Joe Warren. I mean, he is just a bore to the sport. But in all seriousness, in MMA, we realized real quickly that we get paid based on fans' reaction to us, whether they show up to see us get our ass kicked or whether they show up to see us win and cheer for us. The bottom line is they show up, right? That's what matters. Yeah. And wrestling needs to learn that. Wrestling needs to shake the blue-collar mentality that the only thing they can say after a match is, I tried as hard as I could. He's a tough opponent, because those are terrible answers.
And Ben and I, we speak the truth, and people don't like to hear it. We know we're the baddest people on the planet, so we talk it, and then it brings people to the seat. All these wrestlers out there, they're the baddest dudes on the planet, so they just, if you believe in that, you better start opening your mouth and talking.
You're watching Takedown, presented by Nike Wrestling. We invite you to stay tuned.
Yellow Blue wants to show you 3 great ways to make your home more comfortable. Install a hybrid solar home system utilizing solar power in the day, battery power at night. Install a solar attic fan to reduce heat and moisture from your attic. And install a multi-layer reflective insulation blanket in your attic to reduce the cost of heating and cooling. Conserve energy, save money, protect the environment with Yellow Blue Ecotech. Learn more ways at yellowbluetech.com.
Speed the Sauce Man here. While sauces and seasonings are our business, food is our passion, and we've been helping make your favorite foods taste better for years. Try our Wings and Things hot sauce and everything from chicken wings to your morning eggs. Use it in recipes like spicy chicken noodle dinner, party dip, and buffalo chicken pizza. It's not only delicious, but it's award-winning too. Wings and Things recently earned first place honors in the hot sauce category at the National Barbecue Association's Award of Excellence competition. Remember, smart cookies use cookies.
Proudly made in the USA, Danmar offers incredible protection and customized gear. I'm Tony Ramos, NCAA champion and world team member. Take my word that Danmar Warrior headgear is the best. It's what I use. Look for my limited edition signature headgear at a retailer near you or online at danmarwarrior.com. I'm a world-class warrior and you can be one too with Danmar. Follow me on Twitter at T_Ram133 or on my website, teamramos.co.
Tom Ryan here from the Ohio State Buckeyes, congratulating Scott Casper and the crew with Takedown Radio. I know this is 1,000th show. Pretty amazing. You've made a huge difference in getting the word out about all the great student athletes and all the big news happening in wrestling. So we're thankful for you guys. Looking forward to 1,000 more. Go Bucks.
What's up, listeners? This is Tyron, the chosen one with the future UFC champion. I want to say congratulations to Takedown Radio. They're going to be celebrating 1,000 episodes, 18 years strong. Scott Casper and the crew, thanks for all you do to input on the combat sport wrestling community and all that you've done to keep us relevant and give us that platform. So thank you guys. Enjoy the many, many more episodes to come.
Mark, welcome back to the show, brother. How are you?
Thanks, Scott. Great. It's great to be here. I haven't done your show in a while. I'm really excited about it.
Andrew Howell left the staff recently to go to Northwestern. Can you give us an update on how filling his position is going?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. I can tell you that we're going to have somebody on the inside move into his position. Everything's not all set yet just because of, the paperwork that's being done right now to get him in place. But we're going to keep somebody on the inside there, which I thought, this guy definitely paid his dues and done a great job with the program. And so it was an easy decision to put him in place. So
you're referring to him as this guy. Obviously, you're being evasive. So who is it?
Yeah.
Is he out of Kansas?
Yes, he's
okay.
Kansas.
All right, I can guess. All right. Well, good job, Kendrick Maple.
Yeah.
There it is. Hollywood, Wayne Boyd, Titan Mercury Wrestling. Wayne, how are you?
Got any better, Scott? I'd have to be 2 people, 1,000 shows. I'm excited to be here with you. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
I have to ask you, Wayne, and you're welcome, and thank you. I have to ask you, signing the deal with David Taylor, so you're partnering in his goals with the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. How did that come about?
Listen, I got to tell you, I got to give Don Bashad at Under Armour
90% of the credit. He's got a great relationship with David Taylor. David Taylor obviously has a great relationship with Cale Sanderson. I've just been trying to put matches together because Penn State and that whole group up there, they bring a crowd. They're a lot like Iowa. If you're there, you know there are going to be people watching. Cale's been a little reluctant, but with David pushing that way, and I really hope to see Nittany Lion Wrestling Club come on board and let Titan Mercury work with them, with all their guys. So, having Iowa, having Nittany Lions, I mean, these guys compete against each other every day. Everybody's competing to be the champions on a college level. We can't let that get in the way of what we're trying to do internationally, because the sport at the top is the international guys. Titan Mercury's going to be there for you going into this next cycle. You're not going to believe it. We're going to see legitimate professional wrestling. We're going to see more money for the athletes. And we're going to see a marketing campaign like we've never had in the history of wrestling.
Well, that's all for this very special edition of Takedown. A big thank you to all of our great sponsors, the athletes, coaches, and most importantly, you, the fans, that have made it possible for us to cover this sport for nearly 2 decades. Until we meet again, on behalf of our executive producer, Brad Johnson, my partner, Tony Hager, and everybody at Takedown, thanks again, and we'll talk to you next week.